Hi guys, I apologize. We're about 4 minutes late getting started tonight. I was all set up and ready to go, and then all of a sudden the broadcast software just completely locked up on me and gave me some kind of a 100% CPU usage message. So then I had to reboot not only the broadcast software but the entire computer. So unfortunately, that took a few minutes, so we are just now back up and running. So once again, apologies that we got started a couple of minutes late. On tap tonight, we have a full case of 2017-18 Panini Absolute Basketball. You probably know that has been reconfigured, so there aren't very many cards in it. That's a relatively quick break to be a full case. It'll probably take us about a half an hour. And then following that, we will be doing a full case of 2017 Bowman's Best Baseball. So that is what is on tap for tonight. And before we take a look at the spreadsheet for the first break, we're going to take a look at just a couple of other things here real quickly. And once again, for those of you who jumped in just a second ago, sorry we got a little bit of a late start, guys. My broadcast software locked up and I had to reboot everything, and yikes, it took a few minutes. So upcoming breaks, this is what is already listed on eBay coming up for the next 5 days. So if I get a lot of questions about this kind of stuff, about what's going to be coming up, so I just decided to put this up every night. You'll see we've got a lot of things coming into play pretty soon. Autographed jerseys, autographed baseballs, some 2013 playbooks, some 2016 black gold, some 17 contenders, some more absolute basketball, some prism basketball. We got all kinds of fun stuff coming up. So that is what that looks like. Brings us next to this. This is a 32 box 4 case break of 2017-18 totally certified basketball. Fixed price teams, shipping costs are included. It's going to break when all the teams are sold. I am hoping to break this on Saturday, guys. That's really what I want to do. I did go ahead and list the remaining teams on eBay tonight as buy it now or best offer. If you're still interested in a team or teams, now is the time to reach out to me and let me know, either by way of chat or by way of eBay messages. The price is higher on eBay, so if you send me a buy it now offer through eBay, you're not going to get the same price you get here because obviously they charge a fee. So there's, probably, I don't know, 12, 13 teams left there. I'd like to get those sold. So please, if you have any interest and you're talking about multiple teams, I am willing to work with you a little on price. It is set up as a break even for me on the product, and I absorb the shipping cost myself, so there's not a lot of room to move, but I do want to get them sold. That brings us to our first break this evening, which is 10 boxes of 2017-18 Panini Absolute Basketball. This is a full case break. It's break number 3. Our eBay end date was tonight, the 3rd of January. Our live stream schedule also tonight, the 3rd of January. As you know, I didn't get us started right at 10. It was more like 3 or 4, probably 4 after 10, and every once in a while that happens, guys. Something weird and unexpected will happen, like something updates when I don't mean for it to, or like the software freezes up like it did tonight and I have to reboot stuff. So if you're ever here and something is supposed to start and it hasn't started yet, know I am working on it, guys. I'm always trying to start on time. Most of the time I do. So if you're ever here and it's not on time, that's what's going on. And usually if you hold tight, you'll see me in a minute or two. The background went out of focus there. Did that on purpose. I took off the autofocus and changed it up a little so we don't have to worry about all that zooming in and out, which makes us all crazy. Hey, I see Randall in chat. How are you, Randall? You say, let's make it happen. So I'm thinking you've got the Cubs, right? Again tonight in Absolute. And not in Absolute. The Cubs in Bowman's Best. Let's try that again. I'm mixing my products there. Yeah, that didn't. That's not what I meant at all. All right, so an absolute, guys, if you haven't done a break of this yet this year, it's pretty cool. There are 2 master boxes, and then in each mini box we will find an encased card. One will be a rookie, one will be a veteran, and then we're also going to find a handful of hits in here. And that's a couple of memorabilia cards and a couple of autograph cards per master box. So basically each mini box should have a memorabilia card and an autograph card, as well as one of the uncirculated encased cards. They did keep the familiar case hits that we've all become accustomed to with Absolute. So we will somewhere along the way find a redemption for one of the etched crystal glass cards. Yeah, that little piece of whatever got flying there, didn't it? Grabbed my little pack of sleeves, grabbed the cord for the camera, and kept on rolling. P-Money, you are looking for Brinsanity. You guys are getting creative tonight. I like Brinsanity. I'm assuming you have the Brewers then, right, P-Money? When we get to Bowman's Best, I'm thinking. Oh, I'm having good luck for you, Randall. Yay, I like to hear that. Always like it when everybody has good luck. It's a lot more fun when you pull stuff. We all know that. I mean, it's still fun for me, even when I don't pull stuff, when I'm breaking, like when I've bought into someone else's break, because I enjoy seeing the cards come out. And for me, there's also that whole period of time where anything is possible, kind of like when you buy a lottery ticket, right? And until the drawing, you can think about all the ways you would spend your $1 billion. And it's fun, right? It makes you feel good. You're like, yeah, I'm going to be rich. It's going to be awesome. So breaks are kind of like that for me. If I'm buying into someone else's, until that last card is pulled, I still have the hope that anything is possible. So I enjoy them no matter what. Randall, I have not pulled the Bellinger yet out of Bowman's Best. So maybe tonight. And if you're watching live right now and you cannot see chat, you have to be logged into YouTube to see the chat, from what I'm told. So if you hear me going back and forth, which obviously, well, I shouldn't say obviously, could have the volume turned down, but if you hear me going back and forth with people and you can't see the chat, that's probably why I have to be logged in. But Randall's asking me about pulling a Cody Bellinger rookie auto in Bowman's Best Baseball. And that's because I have a little streak going. Bellinger rookie autos first started showing up part of the way through the year this year. Topps had him as a redemption, and I believe it was Allen and Ginter was the first product. And then in every product, including that Allen and Ginter, and every product since, I have pulled a Cody Bellinger rookie auto somewhere along the way. I mean, even out of Topps Update, which doesn't even have all that many hits in it. It's comparatively much harder. Pulled it so far is in Bowman's Best. So I've got 3 cases of Bowman's Best left. We've got 1 to do tonight, and then I've got 2 more, I think. I think that's right. Or is it 1 tonight and 3 more? I don't know. Anyway, we've got either after tonight, there's another 2 or 3 cases left. So I got to find it pretty soon to keep my streak alive. I'm going to be pretty disappointed if I don't, put it like that. So all these cards that you see coming out of here that are what Panini would call slabbed, what the rest of us would say is in a one-touch, those are all uncirculated cards, and that's the only kind of base set that's in Absolute this year. So again, half of what we pull will be veteran, the other half will be rookies. They're all allegedly uncirculated, and they're all in these one-touch cases. I say allegedly. I mean, obviously, we know they're uncirculated. but they're not all in perfect condition. They're really not. Even if it hasn't been handled by anybody except Panini, you know, whoever printed it and whoever put it in these cases, some of them are not perfect. Of course, we know that from all the stuff we pull that comes out with chipping and dents and dings and things, but I kind of thought all the encased stuff might be closer, and most of it is, honestly. Most of it is looks pretty good. I mean, I don't take it out of the case clearly, but you can see it in there. But I have definitely seen a few where that's still got some little telltale signs of bad corners and such. Brandon is having internet interruptions. Is anybody else having internet interruptions on your side? Or is everything flowing okay for everybody else? My iPad these days very seldom will actually live stream the break for me. It's kind of an older iPad, and I've got a lot of stuff on it. And I think it's a memory issue. It will for a few minutes, and then it kind of locks up on me. I can still see the chat, but I can't monitor the live stream as well. So if anybody else is having problems, will you guys let me know? And let's see. Somebody else says they're also having some problems. Who is that? The Game says he's getting some problems. J.R. Matthews says his is stalling every once in a while. Guys, is it stalling enough that, well, of course, I've already got everything out of the box now. I tell you what, we're going to go through Absolute because it's already all out of the box. If you're still having a lot of problems, then I can stop and restart the stream before we do Bowman's Best. All right, so that's kind of what the sitch is. And of course, obviously, we shouldn't have any problems with what I'm recording. So when that gets uploaded, you should be okay to watch that too. So, but I don't know what's going on with it right now. Josh Hart for the Lakers is our first uncirculated card. That's followed by LeBron James for the Cavs. Then Miles Turner for the Pacers. Anunoby, Raptors. Dwayne Wade for the Cavs. Mike Conley for the Grizzlies. Nerlens Noel for the Mavericks. Seems like I pull him a lot. Vince Carter for the Kings. Oh, Jeremy, it's streaming okay for you? All right, well, that makes me feel better. Jarrett Allen for the Nets. Paul George for the Thunder. Josh Jackson. Try saying that. It's harder than you think. For the Suns. For some reason, saying the word Josh followed by the word Jackson is extremely difficult for me unless I go really slow like that. I don't know what my deal is, but it's harder than you think. It's my point. Dennis Smith Jr. for the Mavericks. Jabari Parker for the Bucks. Caleb Swanigan, Blazers. Frank Ntilikina for the Knicks. Rudy Gobert for the Jazz. I'm pretty sure we pull him every time because it seems like we do. Whether we do or not, it feels like we do. Eric Bledsoe in his new little Milwaukee. Well, he's not in his new little Milwaukee Bucks uniform. I got all ahead of myself there. I thought he was going to be, but no, he's still in his Suns uniform. But of course, the team designation was the Bucks, so that's where that will go. For the Celtics, the rookie whose name I can't pronounce, Tony Bradley for the Jazz. And another Anunoby for the Raptors. So the moral of that story is it's hard to pull uncirculated of our top rookies like Jason Tatum and De'Aaron Fox and some of those guys. So my feeling is that there might be some value there for those. Because they're not coming out with the same level of freak. Think. Well, I guess really you're only talking about 10 rookies and 10 veterans for each case. So you've got to open, there's maybe, what, is it a 100-card veteran set and like, I want to say a 60-card rookie set, but are there even? I guess there are 60 rookies, but, so I guess you have to roll through a few to get them all, but I don't know. Personally, as you know, we've talked about this before, I'm a fan of the new configuration. I prefer not having the, what I would call wasted base cards, because to me, having an uncirculated in that nice one-touch case is preferable. I am pretty sure that I just saw the edge of a Panini Rewards Point card go by, and if that is true, that means one of our hits was replaced by that Panini Rewards Point card, and that then subsequently means that I will be distributing that by way of random.org at the end of the break. If you tuned in a little bit late and you didn't hear me talking about this already, I am really hoping, trying hard, to get that 4-case, it's a 32-box, 4-inner case break of 2017-18 totally certified basketball. It's probably 10, 12, maybe 12 teams or something like that. I didn't count them exactly, but around 12 teams left that are not sold. I'm selling that out directly. I did put the remaining teams on eBay tonight as buy it now or best offer, but the price is higher there, so it would be, if you're interested in one, let me know. I would really like to break that Saturday, guys. So if we can move the rest of those teams, if you're interested, you want to make some offers, whatever, shoot me some messages and let's try to get that thing done. Meanwhile, here's what we have in Absolute. This is Malik Monk for the Hornets. And you can see there's a little bit of chipping down here in this lower, particularly lower left. All of these cards, guys, are going to have varying amounts of imperfections around the edges and corners. Justin Patton to 149 sticker auto trio of materials for the T-Wolves. Wesley Owundu to 199 for the Magic. Victor Oladipo, numbered to 25, no less. Nice low number hit there for the Indiana Pacers. The Big Cat, Karl Anthony Towns to 199. Little uniform game-worn warm-up, it says. A game-worn wow. Game-worn warm-up material. Yeah, get it out in a minute. Oh, Bam. Bam indeed. Bam Adebayo to 5. This is number 1 of 5. We do have a little bit of chipping and wear along those edges and corners, but it's not terrible. Really nice hit there. Piece of the basketball, piece of the uniform, looks like part of a tag, sticker auto, and that's a nice hit. And of course, I think Bam's going to be just fine. He's got a little learning curve and everything, but he's already playing pretty well to be a rookie. He's going to get better, I think. Jameer Nelson to 199 for the Nuggets. Sixers, Markelle. I haven't pulled a Markelle in a while. I'm glad to see him. This is to 99. Again, with a sticker auto, you've got 4 materials there. 2 are basketball, 2 are fabric. And as with the others, there's edge and corner wear. Little Gordon Hayward to 199 for the Celtics. That is most likely game-used basketball. Does it say on here? Yeah. So, piece of game-used basketball is always fun. Earl Monroe. Wow. Flashback for the Washington Wizards. Numbered to 10. Sticker auto on that. And I need to get some of that size sleeve out. Set in a little pile over here. In fact, did I accidentally? I bet I did. I accidentally set Victor Oladipo over there without a sleeve. And what did I do that for? And Justin Patton. Why did I set those over there with no sleeve? I think I just lost my mind for a hot second. Some of you might argue that I've lost my mind for more than a hot second, but let's try to be nice. There's another Bam Adebayo. That's to 199 for the Heat. Jordan Bell for the Warriors. Sticker auto trio of materials. Yeah, so you want to know what's been interesting? This actually started day before yesterday, but I kind of thought it was just going to come and go, and now it's been here for a couple days, so now I'm going to tell you about it. This is to 199 Dwayne Bacon for the Hornets. I have got my flip-off finger, my middle finger on my right hand. This is to 99, little Dennis Smith Jr. Nice hit for the Mavericks. Piece of the basketball, sticker auto, and of course Dennis Smith Jr. playing lights out these days. A little bit of wear down there I notice in lower left corner and maybe a little in upper left as well, but as a whole in pretty good shape. And then we have Trevor Booker to 199 for the Nets. Tom Gugliotta, I don't know, to 99 for the Suns. Actually, I don't know this guy, so I'm assuming he's a good franchise player or he wouldn't be in there, but I don't know for sure. So anyway, so yeah, so my finger, my middle finger on my right hand, the flip-off finger. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, but it's been twitching. I've had this terrible muscle twitch in it this is the third day now. And when it gets going, it really gets going. And it's not from overwork. All you all that are getting ready to say that. It's not from overuse of flipping people off. This is to 99 on the Frank Jackson. That is a sticker auto, 2 pieces of the basketball, 2 pieces of fabric. But it is really bugging me because it keeps twitching. This is to 149 on the Luke Kennard, and that appears to be a little bit of chipping on the side right there. I kind of did a little pass through, as you saw, to make sure it wasn't just something on the card, but it looks like it's a little bit of wear on it. Juwan Evans for the Clippers, numbered to 99. So, yeah, so that's the first time that I have had one of my fingers in this pattern of constantly twitching, and it's super annoying. This is to 125 on the DJ Wilson for the Bucks. Pass the rock. We find quite a few of those going along. The Clippers with Tadosic. Or something kind of like that. That might not be really the way you pronounce it, but it's the way we're going to pronounce it tonight. How about that? Harry Giles to 199 for the Kings. Oh, how happy are the Jazz right now? Donovan Mitchell also playing lights out. That is numbered to 99. Nice little hit for the Jazz with the Donovan Mitchell. For the Orlando Magic, this is numbered to 99 on Terrence Ross, and that's got to be fabric when he was a Rocket, right? Or a Raptor, whatever he was, because that's red, and the Magic has no red in their uniform, so it's when he was whatever. Oh, Celtics. Holler. Jason Tatum, 225. Yeah. This has been a good one, right? Donovan Mitchell, Jason Tatum. Dennis Smith Jr., we're rolling in this case. So nice little Jason Tatum to 25. Couple of 2-color patches. Piece of the basketball. Sticker auto. As with the others, there is a little bit of edge and corner wear on it. If anybody wants a one-touch case for anything you pull with me, give me a shout. Let me know. Always happy to do it just at my cost. Usually ends up being about $3 case. That LeBron James was to 199. It was a piece of material from his workout, his sweats. Another one to 25. This one for the Magic with Wesley Owundu. And you've got 3 really nice patches there. 2 of them are 3-color. Piece of the basketball, sticker auto. And as with the rest, a little chipping along edges and corners. To 99, Dirk Nowitzki for the Mavs. Our dreaded rewards point card that I saw a while ago. We'll award that by way of random in a little bit. Our case hit. Oh, Cavs. Case hit is LeBron James. And if you haven't gotten one of these before, guys, they're pretty cool. They are glass cards. They're etched crystal. They're really heavy. They're very nice. And usually have a little bit of resale value attached to them if it's not something you want to keep yourself. But it's pretty cool. I like it. And Dante Exum, numbered to 10, with this 3-color patch for the Jazz, who were already having a nice break even before we get to this. Lower right, you can see some white down there with some chipping along the way. Oh, is that who I think that is coming up? Yeah, it is. Bill Walton. Celtics are having a nice break, too. After Jason Tatum, now you've got some Bill Walton. That's to 49. Of course, I know some of these guys don't bring... It depends on, I guess, what you're buying them for. If you're buying it for yourself, you're probably pretty happy that you just got the Bill Walton pull. If you're buying it to resell, obviously, the retired guys, other than a handful of them, like Kobe, just don't bring the same amount of money as the rookies. So if you're buying it to resale, you're not as happy probably as if you're buying it to keep. For the Magic, that's to 199 on the Owundo. Sterling Brown to 99 for the Bucks. Sticker auto, quad materials, 2 basketball, 2 fabric. At least we're seeing De'Aaron Fox. I was hoping that was going to be signed. It is not, but you do at least have a De'Aaron Fox hit there for the Kings to 199. Another stupid rewards point. That just bites. So now we have 2 of our hits replaced. And I guess that's the hazard of having a nice case and lots of other good hits. They then decide to take a couple away. I don't know. Kevin Garnett to 199 for the T-Wolves. A little blast from the past there. Game-worn warm-up materials. Caleb Swanigan to 5. Wow, this is our second to 5. We had Bam Adebayo a second ago. Now we have a nice little Caleb Swanigan for the Blazers. Piece of the basketball, nice 3-color patch, and what looks like part of a tag. Lower right in particular, I see some chipping. For the Sixers to 199, Nick Stauskas. And you know, we had Fultz too. So we had Fultz. We had everybody really but De'Aaron Fox that I would have probably been really looking for. Because we hit Tatum, we hit Mitchell, we hit just about everybody I would have been looking for. Did pretty well with this case tonight. Oh, we didn't hit Lonzo or Kyle Kuzma. That's right, I forgot about that. But the Lakers did get something. Michael Cooper to 99. So the Lakers aren't totally shut out. Now, guys, we've got a couple of things to do here. One of them, actually 3 things to do. One, we're going to go to the checklist and verify this LeBron James. We all know he's going to be a Cavalier, but we're going to go verify that. We've got these 2 Panini Rewards points that I'm going to give out by way of random. Then we're going to recap our hits. In the meantime, guys, is the video okay for you right now, or are we still having problems? Oh, and Brandon, I'm sorry. You got skunked, you said? I will still send you something, man. You will not go home empty-handed. I'll still send you something, and maybe you'll get lucky and find something good in that. So I hate that when that happens. It doesn't happen super often, but it does happen sometimes. Even in case breaks, we sometimes have that unfortunate circumstance where somebody doesn't hit anything. Did I change your view with me? No, I need to bring you along with me so you can see what we're doing over here. I was just rolling along and realized I forgot to switch the view. Not helpful if I can see it and you can't. All right, and we need the card set glass. What was that LeBron James card number? I guess I can just scroll down, but it's number 8. And there he is, Cleveland Cavaliers. I mean, we knew he was going to be there, right? But you also know that I go along and verify them always. So next up, we've got to give out those 2 rewards points. I'm simply going to copy all of our teams from our spreadsheet, and I'm taking you along with me here. And then we're going to paste them into random. And there's 30 entries in here, so I don't see any need to do random multiple times. We're going to do random 1 time. And the first 2 teams that come up will get those 2 cards because they're equal point values. So it'll just be the first 2 teams. Each one will get 1. And it looks like that is going to be the Bulls and the Sixers. Chicago Bulls and the 76ers. And let me write those. Did I put that in the sleeve yet? I did not. So let me do it so I can write on the sleeve. Oh man, I just blew out the side of the sleeve. What the? That's crazy. That never happens. I must have hit that just right. Sixers. And of course we know this is the Cavs, but that's also in a sleeve, so, you know. All right, and you guys, the video is okay for you. All right, perfect. So let's recap this then. Our glass, this is the case hit. This is that cool little etched crystal kind of deal. And it's LeBron James for the Cavs. Rewards points that replaced a hit. 1 going to the Bulls, the other one going to the 76ers. We'll recap the ones that are just material first. And if I haven't mentioned it already, which I don't really think I did, I'm expecting that this will ship most likely, this is Wednesday night, probably Saturday. And it's possible that I can get it out the door a little sooner than that. And if so, of course I will. But for now, let's kind of roughly plan on Saturday. That Dante Exum is to 10. And I do print the labels on eBay, so you should get a shipping notice, and it should add the tracking to your order history on there for this item and all that stuff. Seems like there was something else I was going to... Oh, I know what it was. Just because you know what? People, a lot of times, if you're watching it recorded, they don't watch the whole break. They don't listen to all the stuff that happens up to this. They just come up to the recap and listen to this part. So I do typically try to remember to say things about shipping and whatnot in there in this span of time. So while we're along those lines, just a reminder that most of the cards that you see here are going to have varying degrees of wear along their edges and their corners, most commonly referred to as chipping. They come out of the pack that way. There's not much we can do about it. So you are gonna get some that way. And if you ever have a question about, well, how did it come out of the pack, and you've only watched the recap, you know, I would encourage you to rewind and go back and watch that part. And usually you can get a pretty good look at it. Sometimes the lighting might be off or weird a little bit, but for the most part, I think you can get a pretty good look at them. Nice little Caleb Swan again to 5. That's a pretty sweet little hit for the Blazers. So we pulled a couple to 5. We pulled the one materials hit to 10. We've got the nice, well, 2 of them to 25. The Owundu and then also the Jason Tatum, which is the one I kept trying to put behind the words the nice, and I couldn't get out. So there is your Jason Tatum to 25. That's a sweet little card. That makes the Celtics happy. This makes the Jazz happy. Donovan Mitchell. Brandon, I will absolutely put up the totally certified spreadsheet again in a moment, as well as the spreadsheet of all the stuff that's coming up later in the week that's already listed on eBay. Basically, what I'm going to do with that, I think, for most of the year is I'll put that up at the beginning, like I did this time, of course. And I know people jump in and out and whatnot, so I'll probably put it up again in between products, but for a quicker period of time the second time. And then I'll throw it up again kind of at the end, around the time of the recap. So that way you kind of know where to expect it if at some point you're watching the recorded version and not the live. Bam Adebayo to 5. That's our second 1 to 5 tonight. Nice little Markelle Fultz to 99, making the Sixers smile. And then wrapping it up with Justin Patton T-Wolves. So we've got a couple more cases of Absolute. I think they're both already listed on eBay. And I didn't get Revolution. I didn't buy into Revolution. I'm not a huge fan of that product. So it doesn't have a lot of autograph hits in it. Doesn't have any memorabilia hits in it. I don't know. I'm just not that big of a... I figure we can pick it up later if we really, really want it. It's kind of how I viewed it. So this, Brandon, this is what we've got left and what's already sold. This is the 32 boxes. That's 4 inner cases of 2017-18 totally certified basketball. It is fixed price teams. Shipping and everything is included in the price that you see there. It's going to break when all the teams are sold. I'm very, very much hoping that they all sell on or before Saturday so we can break it then. Once again, the remaining teams are already listed on eBay as buy it now or best offer, but they are all there with a higher price because I would have to pay the eBay fees. So if you want them at this price, you got to let me know by way of eBay messages or in chat. If you're buying more than one team, you know, you want to buy 2 or 3 teams, talk to me. We can do maybe a little bit on price, not much. Because again, I factored this as a break even on the product. And I'm taking the hit on the shipping and the 3% PayPal fees because, I don't know, I just wanted to do it. And I figured break even was fine and most of you bid with me often, so I didn't mind picking up the cost of the shipping. Then, real quickly, this is the other stuff already listed on eBay. If you didn't get a look at it earlier, there's autographed memorabilia. There's 2013 football, 2016 football. There's Prism basketball. That's a highlight down there on Friday, as well as some more Absolute on Friday. And there you go. That's going to bring us to the spreadsheet for the break we're coming into next, which is Bowman's Best. So this is 8 boxes of 2017 Bowman's Best Baseball. It is a full case break. It is break number 7. So, yeah, we've got maybe a couple of cases of Bowman's Best left after this. We're rolling towards the end of it as well, getting closer anyway. It also ended tonight on the 3rd, and we're going to scroll down through here, give you guys a chance to see your name in lights across from your team. We have one team that didn't sell in here, and that's the Miami Marlins. So any cards that come out for the Marlins will stay here with me. Everything else will ship out to you. And once again, I am... Oops, my iPad just went to sleep. I am expecting that to be most likely on Saturday. And Brandon, you are asking for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Sure thing, man. Let me hop over here and add you in there for the Thunder. Now, that is, of course, assuming that... Brandon, that is assuming that no one has purchased them while we've been live streaming, because it is up on eBay as a buy it now or best offer. So if somebody has bought it on eBay in the last 15 minutes, then I would have to let you know. I'm going to assume that they probably have not. And then I will, as soon as your payment comes in, I will end that auction on eBay. I'll just go in and you know, whatever. Say it's no longer available for sale or whatever the options are that they give you. So what will happen is I will go into eBay. I'll pull up your email address that's on file with eBay. This is after the break, of course. After this break. And I will send you a PayPal money request. It'll go directly to your email. And that is how you will pay for that team. And then, as I said, once that payment comes in, I will end the auction on eBay, and it will be all yours, and life will be good. And hopefully we'll pull you some super amazing stuff when it comes time to get into that, which I really want to do on Saturday. So I think we've been working on that break now for what? Since maybe New Year's Eve or something. I don't know. It seems like it's been at least 5 or 6 days. 4, but maybe it hasn't been, but I think it has been. But I'm ready to break it anyway. That's what I'm saying. That's right. I like your plan. I like your spirit there, Brandon. Always multiple teams. Gives you a better overall percentage, right? Of bringing something awesome home. So Bowman's Best, we are going to have in each of our master boxes 2 mini boxes. Each of our mini boxes has what seems like 5 million packs in them. It's not really, but it just takes forever to get all the cards out. That's the only part I don't like, is how long it takes to get everything out where we can look at it. Because I am not really what you call a fan of delayed gratification. I'm more about, I want to look at it right now, all of it. I want the whole case to magically be opened and sitting in front of me instantaneously. But yeah, it doesn't work that way. All right, Randall and P Money are putting it out there for the Brewers and the Cubbies. They're both stating their intentions, and we're going to try and deliver it for them. I really just want to find that Bellinger. I got to tell you, I'm not liking that my streak is on the line, and you know, I'm winding down towards the end of the amount of Bowman's Best that I have on hand. I've got maybe 9, 10 cases. I don't know. There's definitely at least, there's for sure two more downstairs. I don't think there's more than 2. There could be one more hiding, but I'm trying to think about where I have everything stacked right now. But anyway, it's farther along than I would like it to be. I would like to have seen Cody come out by now so that I'm not sweating my streak. Not that I guess it really matters. It's just, I don't know. It's one of the ways I entertain myself, right? I have my own little streaks that I'm keeping track of. And I feel like we're about due for a 1 of 1 also out of Bowman's. We pulled a 1 of 1 earlier this week out of Optic Football. And is that the last one we pulled? Maybe. That was a couple days ago. So I feel like we're due a 1 of 1. And I think we're due for Aaron Judge too. I mean, we're kind of due for some big hits. I agree with you, Adam. We are due for a big rip. I mean, for sure, we have pulled nice things out of Bowman's Best, and a pretty good amount of good stuff. I guess I could take that rubber band off my wrist. But we just haven't had one where, you know how sometimes you have a case, and it seems like everything that you open, it just gets better. Everything that you hit, the next thing that you hit out of the same case, you're just like, oh, I didn't think it could get any better kind of thing. That's what we haven't had yet out of Best. We've definitely had nice hits. There have been some cases where we've had a lot of nice hits, but we haven't had one of the breaks where you just go, oh, this is unbelievable kind of thing. So maybe we'll have that tonight. And Jeremy is looking for some Indians. And Pete Money says the 1 of 1 needs to be a Brewer. Yeah, okay. Well, I mean, I'm happy to pull a 1 of 1 out of whatever. But I got to be honest. I'd like to have a 1 of 1 Cody Bellinger. I'd like to have a 1 of 1, you know, Aaron Judge. A 1 of 1. There's a lot of 1 of 1s I'd like to have. Not that I wouldn't be happy if we pulled one for your Brewers, because I would be. I really would be. But I want to pull something that pays somebody's mortgage, right? I mean, how about like a 1 of 1 Mike Trout? Something like that. Which I did pull out of what do you call it? Daggone it. It was just out. I keep wanting to say definitive, and that's not right. It was just a month or so ago. What the heck? What was it? Why am I blanking on it? Dynasty. Good grief. There you go. There was a nice little Mike Trout 1 of 1 in Dynasty. Or was it 1 of 5? I think it was 1 of 1, but I'd have to go back and watch it. Anyway, it was a Mike Trout. It was a really good one. It probably would have at least paid somebody's car payment, even if it didn't pay their mortgage. But you know, all the lotteries are up to outrageous sums unless one got hit tonight. I say all, there's really just the 2. Mega Millions and Powerball, and they were both up around 400 million or something, I think. I mean, it's quite high number. So I think that everything is due to have some good luck. Us, the lottery, the whole shebang. If you haven't played that lottery, you might still have time. I don't know. I don't know what time it draws. You might have time, though. Hustle down to the to the corner store, as they say. So in this Bowman's Best, we're going to find a bunch of different inserts, and for the most part, all these insert series refract. So we'll find best cuts and raking rookies and mirror image. What else? There's some others that the Baseball America, where they grade them. So anytime we see one of those, they're most likely going to be refractors. Just know that up front. And I'm assuming that pretty much everybody watching knows how to spot a refractor. When you see one go by on camera, you'll see that nice little shiny rainbow of light reflecting off of the card. Because there are so many in Bowman's Best, I may call out a few of them, but I probably won't call out all of them. So if there's ever a question, you see one go by and you're not sure if it is, you want to know, you want me to take another look or closer look or something, just jump in a chat and let me know, and certainly I will. Otherwise, we kind of keep on moving through most of that sort of stuff because there are so many of them. And then, of course, we'll find some color in here, too. Various numbered things, and those we will talk about a little bit more than some of the other stuff. There is one of our Baseball America inserts. And, well, okay, I am pulling Bellinger. I should have been more specific to the universe. I need a Cody Bellinger autograph to come out of here. But here's a little Cody Bellinger best cuts. That is an atomic refractor. There are usually 2 of the best cuts per case that are also atomic refractors, so there is one of them. FYI, I will probably call that atomic refractor cracked ice about half the time because I forget. Panini calls them cracked ice, and that's what I'm in the habit of saying. So when I say cracked ice, I say when because I probably will. You know that I mean atomic refractor in Topps language. Little Yuli Gurriel for the Astros. Nice rookie hit to get us started. And that's, of course, a Dansby rookie refractor. The other thing that you might want to know about, you're going to see these cards after we look at them, all these base cards. I'm going to periodically pick them up and move them off to the right-hand side. There's a mat over there as well. That's what I use for sorting. So they stay on a mat, but I don't like them piling up in my work area, so I move them off. Toronto Blue Jays, Gurriel, our second autograph hit. Little Moncada, rookie refractor. That's always nice. Regular Bellinger base, Benintendi rookie refractor. Here's our first color of the evening. Kyle Tucker for the Astros. Purple parallel to 250. Raking rookies. Well, there is an Ian hat for you, right? Like, I know you want an autograph, but at least we've got you on the right track, Randall. We have you. We have a hat showing up early in the case, so that's always a good thing when you're trying to conjure something anyway. I think it's always good when they make an appearance. Nice hit for the Rays, Brendan McKay. We had a case the other night where I think it was, wasn't it three? I think it was 3 different Brandon McKay autos out of the same case. 1 to 50, one a base like that, and maybe the other was a base refractor or something. But yeah, it was a whole lot of them. Moniak and the atomic refractor for the Phillies. Oh, sorry. Kevin Maytan. That was a refractor, of course. I don't know how to say this guy's last name, so we're just going to call him Christopher for the Rangers. The Rangers don't pull super often, and neither do the Royals, but they definitely do have hits that come out. We've pulled some for both. So I always appreciate you guys buying those teams that don't have as many hits as others, and I'm always happy when we're able to reward you for that by pulling something. Mirror image, we're going to find a lot of these. It's going to have a rookie / or prospect on one half, and then a veteran on the other half. Because they are on 2 different teams, I set all those aside. We're going to award them via random at the end of the break. Here's Eloy for the White Sox. And basically, here's our raking rookie. That is another Ian hat, but this one is an atomic refractor variation. So on those mirror image cards, guys, what happens is this. I will go into random.org at the end of the break, and I will type in rookie / prospect, and then I'll type in veteran. And we'll go through random 3 times. The first 2 won't count. Whatever it lands on that third random is how that how they will be awarded. Joe Adell refractor auto for the Angels. Nice little hit for the Angels tonight, who are probably soon going to be really happy when we get their little, Clint Frazier on-card auto for the Yankees to 125. That is our case hit with our monochrome auto. So, now the Yankees are happy with the nice little Clint Frazier there. And as always, if you want a one-touch for that or anything else you pull with me, shoot me a message on eBay. Let me know. And it's unless it's a weird size case, it ends up being about $3. I'll put it in a one-touch for you, and it'll be ready to go when you get it. DL Hall for the Orioles. And if you want a one-touch case, it'll be the same way that I send out the invoices, like for the breaks, like the totally certified that we were talking about earlier. Sean Newcomb for the Braves, atomic refractor. In that, I will send you a PayPal money request, and it would go directly to whatever email you have on file with eBay. Sometimes they do end up in spam, so you always be sure and check spam if you haven't seen it somewhere else. Brewers are on the board with Ursig. And that's mainly because, eBay gets testy if you talk about anything to do with money that hasn't gone through and sold on eBay, because, of course, then they don't get their percentage. So they're not super fly happy about you talking about things like that through eBay messages. So that's why I tell you up front now that that's how those invoices are sent if you do send one wanting a case. And Shane Baz for the Pirates, and this should be to 5, right? Oh, it's to 10. Okay. Red is to 10 in here. Often it's to 5. Or maybe I'm just dreaming. I think it's usually to 5. Anyway, it's to 10 there. And Randall, you were asking me what was the first Hap. There's a Jake Berger refractor. There was an Ian Happ Raking Rookies that was just the regular Raking Rookies. Then there was that Aaron Judge's rookie refractor. Then there was the Ian Happ Raking Rookies that was an atomic refractor. And I think we had just some base Ian Happ rookie go by or two as well. And it was not autographed. No. Sorry to say. Matt Sauer for the Yankees. So there's a couple of hits for the Yanks. Mike Trout refractor. An Aaron Judge best cuts. Some of the Aaron Judge parallels like that, some of those actually sell for more than you might think. So I'm sure most of you, if you have the Yankees, you probably know that already, but just in case you didn't, I haven't priced those particular ones, but a lot of times his inserts will do pretty well. Anderson Espinoza for the Padres. A little more color. This one, Yu Darvish for the Dodgers to 250, purple parallel. Where do you think he's going to end up? I don't really think he's going to stay with the Dodgers, mainly because I think the Dodgers are probably ticked that he choked in the World Series and kind of more or less cost them the World Series, because those were just disastrous outings, to say the very least. So I don't think that the Dodgers are going to pay him big money. I think they're going to let him go somewhere else, but I could be wrong. Tristan Lutz. There's another hit for your Brewers. Mike Trout best cuts. And somebody wanted wanted some hits for the Indians. There's a Bradley Zimmer rookie, green parallel to 99. So we got you. We've got you something on the board there. Try to find you something else as we go along, of course, but have that much anyway. Yankees continuing to pull the hits. We have a Clark Schmidt out for you now, as the Yankees just roll right along. Nice little Ahmed Rosario. Evan White for the Mariners. Seems like he comes out of most cases, doesn't he? Or am I just dreaming that? Maybe I'm just used to seeing him in color or refractor or something, but for some reason I feel like I see Evan White a lot in Bowman's Best. Jake Berger, atomic refractor for the Sox. And we're just Bradley Zimmer rookie refractor. Was that a refractor? Yeah. We're just right around the corner from 2018 Series 1 coming out. Can you believe that? How quickly we are getting ready to start a brand new rookie class, and it just seems like we're not even finished with the 2017 rookie class yet. Ramos for the Giants. One thing I do want to point out, these seem to be, you know how any of the cards, Chrome or any of the cards that are thicker and have the coating on them that give them the refractory capabilities and the coating that kind of makes them this texture. This is to 50. Nice little Ronald Acuna for the Braves. And you know how they kind of have a tendency to bow up a little bit once you take them out of the compression of the pack? These are bowing up worse than most, just FYI. Mike Trout for the Angels. And by bowing up, of course, I mean they get a little bend in the middle. They look kind of like they're kind of a curve almost in the middle. So, of course, I'll have them in team bags and whatnot before I send them out to you, so that compression may help some, but these things are definitely bowing more than normal for tops. Christian Aurora, nice little rookie hit for the Giants. Kenley Jansen refractor went by there. Lots and lots of mirror images. Rafael Devers, Red Sox. George Springer, some more color for the Astros. This one to 99 in the green parallel. And we're making progress. This is when we finish this little stack right here. We will be at our halfway point. Jake Berger for the White Sox. Adam says they're bowing because it's Bowman. Yeah, get it? Like bowing. Yeah, I get you, man. I hear you. That's pretty good. I'll give you props on that. Clayton Kershaw to 150, blue parallel for the Dodgers. Raking rookie Bradley Zimmer. And a Cody Bellinger rookie refractor. But I need you to be signed, Cody Bellinger. Why? Why must you test me this way? I don't know why he's being so elusive, but it's... I mean, there's a lot of different possibilities for Cody in Bowman's Best. There's several different inserts that he has signatures for. Why can't I find it? I don't know. I want it to show up, though. Maybe I'm thinking about it too much. That could be it. I need to just think about it less and let it organically show up with no pressure. As if a baseball card knows it's under pressure. But anyway. Trying to be very zen about the whole thing. Oh, they're all redemptions in here, Adam? There's none that are live in the product? Well, I'm okay with that. I don't care if it's a redemption or live in the product, just as long as I pull it. I mean, a lot of them have been redemptions for him and for Aaron throughout the year. I mean, I prefer to obviously look at it if we got the option. I'd like to see it live and in person, but sometimes you don't have that option. So I guess when we finish up this Bowman's Best, which will be soon, in the next few days, well, by this time next week, I should say, anyway. I guess maybe at that point we'll go back. Oh, no, wait, you know what else is coming? Forgot about that. Leaf Valiant. Yeah. Leaf Valiant baseball coming out on Monday. But I'm not sure if mine is going to arrive on Monday or not. Because sometimes the Leaf stuff doesn't get here on release day, and sometimes it does. So I had called, or rather texted, my rep today and asked, hey, is this going to be on my doorstep on Monday? Because if it was, I was going to list a break for Monday night. And they never answered me. So he's like, I have tracking. I take that back. He did answer me. He said, I have tracking. So then I said, okay, well, does the tracking show that it's going to be at my doorstep on Monday or not? Because I want to list the break if it's gonna be here for sure. And that's the one then I never got a reply to. So I didn't want to take the chance to list it, but I hopefully will hear from him tomorrow, and then I'll know what's going on with that. But Leaf Valiant baseball this year is, I believe, the same way that Leaf Valiant football was configured, which means that there will be a graded card in there along with all the other autograph cards that are ungraded. And if you haven't done any of the Leaf breaks before, it's pretty cool. The cards are usually in good shape because they come already, well, if they're graded, you know they're encased, but the ones that aren't graded are typically already in a sleeve and a top loader inside the box. so when you open up the box, everything's just in there ready to go. So stuff usually arrives in good shape. They've got a lot of parallels, often low numbered. And the graded cards that we pulled out of Valiant Football were excellent. Most of them 9.5. We had a couple of Black Label 10s, and we had some nice stuff come out. So, Valiant Baseball, I'll have to pull up the checklist, of course, but typically Leaf has a pretty good checklist, and the product should be amazing. I love Valiant Football, so I don't have a lot of it, but I do have 2 cases of it coming. And whatever day it gets here, we'll probably, if it does indeed show up on Monday, of course that ship has sailed. We wouldn't be able to break it until Tuesday night. But I would say just look for it probably on Tuesday night. And then we might break them back to back, or I might do one Tuesday, one Thursday, something like that. But we'll get into that, and it will be awesome. And Randall, you're saying the first case of what sucked, man? We're still in the first case, brother. What are you talking about? We're not finished with it yet. And I don't think it sucked anyway. I think that's some good stuff. That's harsh, brother. That's harsh. But so anyway, Valiant Baseball, I think, is going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to have it. So we'll break some of that next week. We'll finish up Bowman's Best. We might get into Chronicles again. I do have some more Chronicles I need to work through. And Chronicles, the fun thing about that are the inserts, of course. The Spectra cards, the Gold Standard cards, all of those, the Absolute. But particularly for me, I like the Spectra and the Gold Standard the best. The only thing I don't like about Chronicles are the base cards. I think the base cards, the design just doesn't appeal to me personally. Oh, Randall, you're bouncing back and forth between breaks. Well, I'm glad that wasn't directed at our case then, because I was like, man, our case wasn't bad. Okay, I feel better now. Feel better. I've been known to do that myself, bounce around between breaks, but I haven't bought into too many lately. I've been outbid on everything I've tried to buy, and usually they end at a time when I'm breaking here with you guys, so I don't have an opportunity to adjust my auction sniper amount or anything like that. So I haven't been able to get into too many, and I keep trying to get my Steelers and Contenders, and I can't manage to get them. I get outbid every time. I've been after the Reds in Bowman's Best and the Steelers and Contenders, and I haven't won a single one of my bids, so I think I need to just put in some outrageous amount and hope I don't get bid all the way up to the max. I think that might have to be my hope at this point. So this is the back half of the case. We've almost got it all out of the packs, and once we finish it up, we'll recap it, and we'll have a few little housekeeping things to do and all that. But this is basically, we are now in the back half of the case officially. Hunter Renfroe, blue parallel to 150 for the Padres. Ryan Healy, and there I like cracked ice was 10 seconds from coming out of my mouth, and I caught it, but then I couldn't remember atomic refractor for a second. Oh, my brain does not switch that gear very easily. Miguel Sano to 250 purple parallel for the Twins. There's another Ian Happ, just base rookie that went by. Nice little Nick Senzel best cuts. Another Ronald Acuna. I don't think the other one was an atomic refractor, though. I think it was just a base refractor. But there is a nice little atomic refractor of Acuna. Lewis Brinson rookie refractor. Quentin Holmes for the Cleveland Indians. You know, we've had a couple of cases, actually, 2 different cases where we had 2 case hits in the same case. 2 of the monochrome autograph case hits in one case. So I'm hoping that we're going to find another one like that tonight. Mackenzie Gore, nice one to 99. Green parallel for the Padres. Oh, do you have the Indians tonight, Randall? Is that yours too? I know somebody asked for the Indians earlier. I couldn't remember who it was, though. Yuli Gurriel, blue parallel to 150 for the Houston Astros, who I think have gotten a decent amount of color tonight. The Astros, I mean. Blake Rutherford for the Yankees. Alex Reyes, rookie refractor. Nice little Torres best cuts. I think it's going to be interesting to see if they end up trading Clint Frazier, because there was some rumor mill floating around that they were going to send Frazier off in a trade for some pitcher or something. Of course, you know how those things go. Most of the time what they tell you never works out, but every once in a while they do. Alex Bregman, best cuts atomic refractor. That is our second best cuts atomic refractor, so that's probably the last one that we'll find in this case. That's generally how it works. There'll be 2 of them per case. Justice Sheffield, another hit for the Yankees. Yankees have had pretty good luck tonight so far. Corey Seager, atomic refractor, Baseball America. There's sometimes 1 and sometimes 2 of those in a case. So we have at least the 1. The A's with Kevin Merrill. That's nice. Not one I pull out of here a whole lot either. Could use a little Nick Senzel tonight too. I've only pulled him out of Bowman's once, maybe twice. Fado for the Tigers. Nice little hit. If you wonder why I'm stacking some of these back towards me, it's because there's some that I know I'll need to later put in sleeves. I'm just don't want to slow us down doing it now. Some I'm putting in now, some I'll put in later. Kevin Maitan for the Braves. Nice hit for Atlanta, who I believe is going to be part of this little cold snap that we're all getting ready to get hit with here on the eastern half of the United States. Mirror image, Joe Adell, Mookie Betts. That one is an atomic refractor. There is typically only 1 mirror image atomic refractor per case, so that would have been it. Logan Warmoth for the Toronto Blue Jays. Manny Machado to 250, purple parallel for the Orioles. Tell you what, I got my hair cut today, and it's just bugging me. It is down in my face. And normally when I do breaks, I wear a hat to keep my hair out of my face because it just seems like, for whatever reason, because I'm leaning forward or looking at the cards or whatever, that my hair is always in my face. That's the 250 on the Max Scherzer for the Nats. So I got it cut today, and I told him to pay special attention to a certain area because I'm like, I can't stand it. It keeps going in my face. Oh, I will. I'll take care of it. It won't be in your face anymore. No, it's in my face again. So here is, I should have worn the hat. So here is our second case hit, just exactly what I was talking about earlier, that sometimes we get 2 of the monochrome case hits in a single case. So here is the second one for this case. It is a nice low number to 50, Brendan McKay for the Tampa Bay Rays. So sweet little hit there. Josh Bell, rookie refractor. P.J. Conlon for the Mets to 99, green parallel, because every single case of this has at least one P.J. Conlon in it, and usually more than one. He's everywhere in Bowman's Best. So if you want a whole bunch of P.J. Conlons, buy Bowman's Best Mets, and you will own a bunch of them. Shane Baz for the Pittsburgh Pirates. But I wonder why so many of our case hits are 2 per case, because that's at least the third. That's at least the third, maybe the fourth. I see a redemption that has had 2 of the monochromes in it. Not that, I mean, that's a great thing. I love it, but it's just unusual that it would be duplicated so many times. Oh, I so hope this is going to be it. Oh, be Cody Bellinger. Whoops, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you that card. I'm all excited about getting to the other, and I forgot to pick the stack back up. Be Cody Bellinger, be Cody Bellinger. No, but it's still a nice one. It's a raking rookies parallel for Andrew Benintendi. So how about that? Red Sox. Right. You're happy with that. You like that. I like that for you. And the only reason I was saying let it be Cody Bellinger, guys, is because of the streak that I'm trying to keep alive. Obviously, I'm happy with that hit. That's a nice hit with Benintendi. And I would be happy, anybody who got anything with that. I just being silly, that's all. Not rooting for or against anyone. I want everybody to do well. Alfaro to 10 for the Phillies. So finally, we get a couple to 10 out of this case. One signed and one not. At least, wasn't the other one signed? Yeah, pretty sure it was. And this is the first case we've had any red, so glad to find a couple finally. Alex Verdugo. There's a nice hit for the Dodgers. We're kind of rolling towards the end here, so if we haven't hit what you're looking for yet, now's the time to put your mojo out in the universe and see if we can round it up for you. For the Red Sox, Rades. Little Austin Beck refractor there. You can hear my little kitty down there playing. Red Sox again. 3 hits in a row for the Red Sox. So they had nothing, and now they have 3. Tanner Houck on that one. Shows you how quickly the tide can turn, right? Well, they just instantly started having a good break all at once. I guess that's the nature of it sometimes. Somewhat of an all or nothing kind of scenario at times. Yu Darvish, atomic refractor for the Dodgers. Francisco Lindor refractor there. Austin Beck coming out for the A's. I think somebody called that a while ago. Somebody had in chat that they thought we were going to have an Austin Beck come out, and there it is. He's another one that you see fairly often, little Reese Hoskins best cuts that you see fairly often for Bowman's Best, Austin Beck, I mean. Comes out a pretty good amount of the time. And our Baseball America, there is an atomic refractor for that. Tristan McKenzie, also Indians. Nice old Joe Adele refractor. Ramos for the Giants. Robles refractor. All right, so here's what happens now. We got a few little housekeeping odds and ends. We will recap our hits. Before we do that, we'll go to the checklist and verify the Benintendi. Of course, we all know he's going to be Red Sox, but we're still going to go there and verify it. I'm going to bring the one forward that has a sleeve on it so I can circle the sleeve in a minute, or on the sleeve. So here's what's going to happen. This whole stack of mirror image cards, one side is rookie prospect, the other side has a veteran player. So to figure out where all of those are going to go, we're going to let random.org assist us with that. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to type in rookie/prospect on one line and veteran on the other, and I'll hit random 3 different times. The first 2 aren't going to count, okay? So the first 2, you ignore them. The third one will tell us how that stack of cards will be awarded. So does not count, second does not count, third and final does, and there it is 3 times, and it comes up rookie/prospect. So we'll go through that in a minute, but while we're over here, let's jump on over to Topps and pull up our checklist and verify the Benintendi redemption. I mean, we all know, okay? He's for sure going to be the Red Sox, but this is just what I do. So this is Raking Rookies Autograph Parallel. We got to roll down here to that. There we go. There's Benintendi, Boston Red Sox, and that makes it all nice and official for us. That way everybody can just follow along and we know what's what. So it's in a sleeve, so I'm not writing on your card. Ditto with this. I'm circling on the sleeve, not the card, which I say that every time, right? But that's because somebody, just as sure as you don't, will say, you wrote on my card, and it turns into a whole thing. So this Joe Adele, this card goes to the Angels. This goes to the Rays with Brendan McKay. To the Braves, Maytan. To the Padres, Mackenzie Gore. Mets with Rosario. White Sox, Kopech. Faria, Rays. Kyle Wright for the Braves. Austin Beck for the A's. Royce Lewis, Twins. Robles, Nationals. Devers, Red Sox. McKay for the Rays. Benintendi, Red Sox. Hazley, Phillies. Pavin Smith, D-backs. Moncada, White Sox. So that's how those mirror image cards are going to be distributed. Then we have our color. The Alfaro /10 for the Phillies. Scherzer /250 for the Nats. Machado /250 for the Orioles. Gurriel /150 Astros. Sano for the Twins /250. Hunter Renfroe, 150 for the Padres. Clayton Kershaw, 150 Dodgers. Springer /99 for the Astros. Zimmer /99 for the Indians. Darvish /250 for the Dodgers. And Kyle Tucker /250 for the Astros. I think that was all the color. Every once in a while, I will stack color in with the regular cards instead of in the area where I mean to have them for recap purposes. So if you saw one go by and it didn't recap, that just means I stacked it in the wrong place. Of course, you would still get it when everything is sorted and sent. Then we have the redemption for Andrew Benintendi. Raking Rookies Autograph Parallel goes to the Red Sox. And then let's review the rest of our hits. Aurora for the Giants. Ramos. I'm not going to read all these off. You guys can read the names, and I've already said them. You don't want to hear me say them again. But basically, why are those in there? I just apparently stacked a whole little stack of base cards in there for I don't know what reason. Wasn't paying attention or something, I guess. The Shane Baz is to 10. That one I will read out. So I'm expecting, once again, that this stuff will ship on Saturday. If I can get it out to you sooner than Saturday, absolutely I will. But I'm anticipating a Saturday in the mail date. And when I finish recapping these, after we take another little look at them here, I'll put up the spreadsheets again one more time that show the teams that are available for the 32 box 4-inner case break of Totally Certified Basketball. If you are interested in one of those, just shoot me a message on eBay and let me know, and we'll work it out. They are listed right now as buy it now or best offer on eBay, but at a higher price. And I would not accept a best offer price as low as what you see on that spreadsheet, because it does not account for the eBay fees. So, before we put up those spreadsheets, thanks everybody. I appreciate you always, very much appreciate you bidding with me and breaking with me and keeping me company in chat. I do this most nights. I love doing it. I think it is a lot of fun. So I've always got something ripping with either basketball, baseball, or football, or many nights, all of the above. So I hope that I'll see you again on another break somewhere down the road. In the meantime, thank you once again for participating in this one. Let's throw up the spreadsheet here one more time. Again, if you want one of the teams that is not marked as sold, please send me a message on eBay. My eBay user ID is Fleaburger. So shoot me a message if you want one of those teams. Hoping to break that on Saturday. Really, really, really want to get the rest of this sold and broken on Saturday. Here is a quick look at the rest of the breaks coming up this week for the next 5 days. And you can see we've got all kinds of things happening there. Some 2013 football, some 2016 football, 2017 contenders, lots of autographed memorabilia, absolute basketball, Prism basketball, some more Bowman's Best, all kinds of fun stuff. So that's what we're looking at for the rest of the week. And that is it for tonight. So thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I will get these to you as quickly as I can, and we'll see you the next time. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.